Hello crappie fishing fans, Kevin Rogers for Crappie Nation here. It's 3:30 in the morning. We're starting our adventure here today in my hometown of Peculiar, Missouri. 544 miles before we get to start fishing. So welcome to Access Granted, sponsored by Liquid Image. This is an in-depth look of touring crappie pros and what we go through on this tournament trail. So like I said, 544 miles, a long ways to go. We'll give you some clips and some video as we go along the way here. So let's get started bright and early. Access granted. We made it. 544 miles, Lake Washington. We've been fishing here for about 3 hours. Our first time ever at Lake Washington. We're out here. We're just we're spider rigging out here in open water. 3 hours. Let me show you what we got. This is why you come to Mississippi. These great big giant female crappie. 2.5 pounder and 2 pounder in 3 hours here out at this is Washington Lake in Mississippi. So this is practice, and hopefully we can catch some like this in the tournament. Okay guys, day 2 of practice, Washington Lake, access granted by Crappie Nation here, Kevin Rogers. Day 2, a lot different than day 1 for sure. This is our second day of practice, a lot windier out here today. We're gonna go out and see if we can find some of those big old huge monster crappie that live here in Mississippi. So access granted, here we go, day 2. Day 2, access granted, Crappie Nation, sponsored by Liquid Image. There's the president of Crappie Masters, Mike Valentine, camera boat. In his boat getting an interview. We just got interviewed on this great Washington Lake here in Mississippi. Wind blowing pretty bad today, bite not as good at all. But day's still young. Access granted for Crappie Nation, sponsored by Liquid Image. Here we are, it's the weigh-in time. We're in the truck, getting ready to weigh in. We didn't do as good as we thought, or we would hope. But we have 14 pounds of crappie, so that's 2 pounds a piece, 2 pound average. That won't win on this lake, but that's still a heck of a day of crappie fishing. Dad, what do you think? What do you think we did wrong?
Not a darn thing. Fish didn't bite.
The fish didn't bite. That happens. Big old long line in, weigh-in line here. I'll turn this around so you guys can see it. Pretty cool. The town of Columbus, I'm sorry, we're not in Columbus, in Greenville, Mississippi. Really welcome to the crappie fishing. So let's go weigh in. Jared Roper.
13 pounds with the big fish leader right now, 287.
287, that's a hog.
Yeah.
Looked like he was in the middle of the lake all day.
No, not all day.
Huh?
I should have been there all day.
How deep of water did that big old fish come out of?
16.
16 foot of water.
Yeah.
Wow, good job.
Yeah,
not bad.